Welcome back. Today, we're going to work on some macerated berries. But before we do the berries, let me change the camera angle. I want to talk to you about this orange. Now, I've taken the tops and bottoms off of this orange. I want these little segments out of the orange. And we're going to do two things, right? I can use the segments as a garnish for my crepes, or my ice cream, or my. And then I'm going to use the juice from this orange to macerate these berries. And macerate really is a $3 word for marinate, all right? You always put it with fruit. You don't macerate your chicken, you macerate your berries, but you don't marinate your berries. You macerate your berries, marinate your chicken.
Chef, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What other things can I use to macerate my fruit with?
Anything. Any type of fruit juice, liquor, whatever flavors you want, you can use. But it should have a little bit of sugar and a little bit of those flavorings. Did you have something specific, Chef Devlin,
Well,
that you were
I've
thinking
heard
of?
of people macerate it with Grand Marnier, and then I hear people
liquor.
put a little bit of acidity into it, like lemon or lime.
Lemon and berries is fantastic together.
You know, and then some
Right.
people, you know, they do other things with it, not macerate.
So what is I'm drawing a blank on it. Your kids did it a couple of years ago for the Real Food for Kids. The fruit.
the tangine, the Spanish.
What's it called?
Tangine, or it is as
It was this really spicy
it's a lime,
lime juice,
which is used in South American and even Mexican and other countries. I'm an Irish guy, he's an American guy, trying to pronounce something which is from a different country.
We're apologizing to all our Spanish-speaking people right now.
Everybody knows what it is. It's the spice you put on watermelon and fruit. It gives it a nice lime kick, fresh, zesty, vibrant flavor.
So there's your assignment now. Go look it up. Because we can't remember what it's called. All right, so I got two things here. I have my orange, and I have my segments, right? Or my skin. I'm going to make orange segments out of this. But I want to show you something about this skin. The inside of it is called the pith, the white part, and it's very bitter. So we don't really want to use that. Now, they do sell zesters these days, but back when I was coming up, didn't have such a tool. So if we wanted the zest of the orange, which this skin tastes like orange, and on a lime will taste like lime, on a lemon will taste like lemon, right? Get rid of that pith, P-I-T-H, get rid of that. You have just the skin. And now I can use this to add an orange scent to just about anything I make. Whether I make a little simple syrup, or if I wanted to make an orange donut, I could put little bits of this orange into the dough before I fry it, and then I would have an orange scented donut. There's a lot of things you can do with this. This is flavor, this is not trash.
Chef, if I can say something.
Yes.
We used to actually grate the orange skin from the outside and put it into the milk and cream for our custards and ice creams.
Yep.
Because the orange releases an oil which has a phenomenal orange flavor.
Yep. And so does your lemon and your lime. You see these lines here that are showing us where the segments are? Cut down one side, turn your knife, come up the other. And we're getting orange segments. Some people call these a supreme or a supreme. I don't get paid enough money to buy a supreme, so I get a segment. And I'm going to use all of these segments for whatever I want, right? Fruit garnish. I can put them in my crepes, put them on the ice cream. But they're nice, clean oranges. And the other thing that's happening here is the juice from the orange is being collected in the bowl. And I'm going to use that juice to macerate my berries. Ah, I blew that one. That was terrible. Do a little squeeze. My orange segments in my juice. My berries. This is going to give a little bit of orange flavor to my berries. A little bit of sugar.
Can I ask a question, Chuck?
Yes, sir.
If you were not going to use sugar in it, what would you put in instead?
Oh, anything sweet. If you wanted to do that, again, like brown sugar would change the flavors. I recently bought, an escapee. I recently bought maple sugar. Have you ever had maple sugar?
No, Chef.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Did you have an idea?
Well, some people tell me people don't like eating too much sugar anymore, and they reduce it and they use a little bit of honey.
Yep. That'll work. I'm old school though. I like plain old sugar. I'm going to set these aside. And the sugar is going to start to break down the berries, and it's going to make a juice or a syrup that's going to have an orange scent to it. So, Chef's waving his hands.
I have a question for you, Chef.
Yes.
If I make this now, where is it best to keep it? Should I keep it in the fridge, or should I leave it out at room temperature, or where would I get the maximum flavor?
You're going to get the maximum flavor at room temperature, but I like to put it in the fridge because I like this to actually sit overnight. And I could let it sit out, but I like them chilled. Do you like them at room temp?
Well, it depends what I'm eating with.
Yeah, it depends, right?
Or it depends on what I'm topping on top of it. But I like to get the flavor, basically. Sometimes if it's too cold, I can't really taste the berries.
Right. Well, and that's true of everything. The colder your food is, the more aggressively it has to be seasoned, because your taste buds can't pick it up. Warmer, hotter food tastes different than cold food.
What would I, if I was eating those now, what would I put with it, Chef? If I wanted something light and healthy?
You could put a sorbet, which is all similar. Well, it's not really, right? It's the same process as making the ice cream that we made, but a sorbet is lighter, right? It doesn't have the dairy in it.
It's water.
So that would be, yep, that would be really nice with this. Nice, fresh dessert. You can do whatever you like fruit with. Put it with whipped cream, that's fine. Put it with the Tweel cookies, that's fine. We're going to use these for the crepes. So we'll be back in a little bit.